Okay, this is a summary of chapter 1 from the book of the foundations of knowing God. Yeah, and the book is gonna be free. I'm sure it's in the comments or the bio, right? Because the Bible. This is like for those who want to know whether God exists, or those who are not really sure who really created the whole universe and all those things. You know what I'm saying? Because Romans 1 verse 19 to 20 it says God has made it obvious that he exists. You know what I'm saying? God has made it obvious just by looking at nature and everything. He has made it obvious by that. You know what I'm saying? People say people say the world was created by an explosion, right? And all those biometric, what I don't know, I don't know how those things work, right? But let's be honest. If you were not told that the world was created by an explosion, if you're not told, you're saying that because you were told. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that because you were told. You know what I'm saying? If you were not told that, your conclusion was going to be that, okay, there is a God or there's a creator. You just don't know who. You just don't know how. You know, that's just like you find people who don't know anything about science, people who live in the rural areas or anywhere in the world. They don't say the world was created by an explosion. They say there's a God somewhere. They would believe in God, or they would believe that there's a creator, but they can't explain the rest. You get what I'm saying? It's because God has made it obvious that there's a creator behind everything. You get what I'm saying? And that's what Hebrews 1, that's what Romans 1 verse 19 to 20 says. It says, no, there's a creator. It says like God has made it obvious that there's a creator behind every creation, and he's the creator. You get what I'm saying? Because those who say people don't know the world came about by an explosion and this happened. The question is, have you ever seen an explosion create something so beautiful? Because and my question is always like, no, how can water come? How can an explosion come out? How can an explosion form water? If I may, how can fire give birth to water? You get what I'm saying? That's always my question. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying people are saying the world was created by this. The world was created by this. Oh, it's because it started this way. People are saying those things because they were told. You know what I'm saying? But if it was up to you, if you did not have that information, and if you were to be honest with yourself, the conclusion was the conclusion was going to be that there's a creator somewhere. There has to be a creator somewhere. You just don't know who. You just don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obvious. You know, the example that I gave is if you look at the city of New York. Okay, let's say take the mountains and you also take the city of New York. It's just like any form of mountain. And if someone were to tell you the city of New York was formed by an explosion, would you believe them? And if someone else were to come and say, oh, this mountain, what happened? It was an explosion. And that's how the world came about. You're not gonna believe them because more like everything is just too organized. You gotta say everything is too organized. You can't look at the city of New York and say an explosion created this. Why? Because you can see the windows, the infrastructure, and everything. Everything is in place. You know what I'm saying? So it's too organized for one to say no. Oh no, it was an explosion. It's the same thing with the earth. Everything is just too organized. Everything is just well put together. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if like we were born underwater, we were instantly gonna die, or we're gonna be eaten by fish, if I'm making sense. But God formed land because we need land to live. God made fishes to live in the water. You get what I'm saying? So everything is organized. Because my point is like, no, everything is just too organized for us to say like there's no creator. You get what I'm saying? So the Bible says that God has made it obvious. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing you like it's a summary of the book that I wrote called, The Foundations of Knowing God. And the book is free. The link is in the comment section, or it should be in the bio somewhere. Otherwise, see you guys.